She's a very recognizable figure, so much so that there are even world record attempts to have the most people dressed up like her at once. We are talking about Rosie the Riveter. There's even an exhibit at the Heinz History Center dedicated to her. Rosie the Riveter is part of Pennsylvania's history, along with some other well-known things like the Jeep. Both played a big role in World War II. And here to explain is Andy Masich, the president and CEO of the Heinz History Center. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
Let's start talking about Jeeps and just the deep history they have with Pennsylvania.
Well, you know, the Jeep is one of the most recognizable vehicles in the world, but it all started just on the eve of World War II, right here in western Pennsylvania, when the Army sent out an RFP, a request for proposals, to 134 car makers in America. Now, think about that for a minute. There were 134 car makers in America in 1940. Well,
my goodness.
All the big car makers looked at this RFP and said, we want a vehicle that will replace the horse. Has to go any place a horse can go, can't weigh any more than a big horse. Oh, and you have to design and build it in 49 days.
Simple enough, right?
Well, the big guys, Ford and GM, and the big guys said, it can't be done. But this little outfit up in Butler, Pennsylvania, they were about to go out of business because they were making midget cars. And they said, you know what? I think we could do this. And so in 49 days, they cobbled together what we now know as the Jeep. And that little car changed the world. That four-wheel drive vehicle was critical to winning World War II. And when guys came home from the war, remember 18, 19, 20-year-old young soldiers had never driven a car before the Army, they all fell in love with the Jeep. And they wanted two things when they got home after the war. They wanted a wife and a Jeep.
A Jeep.
Probably in that order.
Probably.
And so they said, honey, let's get a Jeep. And she looked at that little thing and said, wait a second, where are we going to put the kids? Where are the groceries going to go? That thing doesn't even have a roof, honey. And so Willis Overland, that developed the Jeep after the war, they said, you know what, we've got to market this to women. The Jeep becomes a lady, they said.
Oh,
and they designed it to look like a Woody station wagon.
Yeah, we're showing a picture of it right there.
Yeah, you know, here during the war, they said the Jeep was really a tomboy all along, but now see it as a lady. And so the Jeep comes out, and women now are driving. And this is where Rosie the Riveter comes into the story. You see in this ad, you see the woman is driving the car, she's picking up the kids. Well, during World War II, women started getting driver's licenses. Before the war, only 10% of American women had driver's licenses. But after the war, 50% of them had driver's licenses.
Andy, where does the name Jeep come from?
Well, the name Jeep is a mystery. Some people think it came from the Ford designation GP for general purpose vehicle, GP, Jeep. Others say it was from the Popeye cartoon because there was Eugene the Jeep, a mysterious character who could travel between dimensions and go anywhere. He was a miracle creature. Well, that's how people saw the Jeep. So no one really knows the answer to the origin of the Jeep name.
Some good theories, though. And let's go back and talk about Rosie the Riveter and just the strong Pittsburgh connection once again.
Well, you know, Rosie the Riveter really is kind of connected to the Jeep story because during the war, tens of thousands of women went to the mills and factories to produce war material when the men went off to war. And America discovered that, well, women could do everything a man could do. That little frail can do more than a male can do. Rosie the Riveter. That was the song.
So it's a catchy tune.
It was. Matter of fact, it came out in 1943, that song, Rosie the Riveter. At the same time, J. Howard Miller's Westinghouse poster came out. That's the famous poster of the woman making the muscle. And people said, you know what? That's Rosie the Riveter. That image. J. Howard Miller didn't call her Rosie the Riveter. The people of America assigned that name to her. And now, wherever you go around the world today, if you showed someone that poster, they'd say, that's Rosie the Riveter.
Are you surprised that even all these years later, that poster is just so famous still?
You know, that kind of relates to labor and the automobile as well, because the daughters of Rosie the Riveter in the 1960s led the women's rights movement, and that poster was repurposed as a women's rights icon. And I think that's why we remember it today, is because it had a second life after World War II.
It has to be so much fun working at the Heinz History Center and seeing people come in and just in awe of all these Pittsburgh connections.
I love it when people light up when they see, I didn't know that was from Pittsburgh.
Right.
And then they tell their kids, or they tell their friends, or they bring their out-of-town guests.
Oh, well, very good. Thank you so much for coming in today. It's a pleasure to have you here. And you can learn much more about Rosie the Riveter, the Jeep, and other fun tidbits about Western Pennsylvania's history at the Heinz History Center. For information about hours and ticket prices, as well as current exhibits, you can check out their website. We have a link posted for you on our website, kdk.com/PTO.